Humanity is exalted not because we are so far above other living creatures, but because knowing them well elevates the very concept of life. What's up, I am Koa, and this is our weekly video. If you respect nature and you enjoy the outdoors, then you are welcome to join the team. Subscribing's free, easy breezy, all of that. And this week, I had a dreadful day a couple days ago. So I took the advice that we promote at this channel, and I went outdoors to my nearby woods for about 6 hours, 4 of which was spent following a fox. So it all began as I happened upon a sleeping fox just after crossing the main road into the woods. And I snapped this photo, and the second my shutter went off on my camera, the fox woke and bolted off. And then I was like, hey, this normally nocturnal creature is out on a warm winter's day. I have to observe it. I kept an eye on it until it disappeared over a ridge about 70 meters away. I took a guess that it would cut southeast along a clearing and try to get deeper into the woods, so I stacked up behind a tree behind the clearing and just waited. There are an estimated 45 subspecies of red fox globally, with 9 subspecies in North America. The red fox initially colonized North America across the Bering Land Bridge some 300,000 to 130,000 years ago during the Illinois glaciation. During the Wisconsin glaciation, roughly 100,000 years ago to 10,000 years ago, North American red foxes were divided into 2 separate refugia. The northern refugium, portions of unglaciated Alaska and the Yukon, and the southern refugium, the unglaciated southern parts of the contiguous United States. Before European settlement of the eastern United States, indigenous red fox populations were restricted to boreal and montane habitats, primarily in western North American ranges. Current, more eastern populations are explained by human-altered habitats that allowed migrations into the lower plains, as well as international translocations and specimens escaping from fur farms. I was doing well not to be seen for a little while. Rain from the previous night helped silence my footsteps on the leaves, not too crunchy. And eventually I found some tracks that let me figure where the fox had gone off to. I carefully ascended a hill and snuck up on the beautiful fox as it was watching some squirrels in the nearby trees. As I only have a 300mm lens, I actually had to get pretty close for any decent shots here. It soon caught my scent or heard me. And it again took off. So this is when the fox did something truly clever. It got to the end of this hill, heading northeast, and then it just stopped, turned around and looked me dead in the eye. Did it for like 3 seconds. And then it just bolted east. So I meandered slowly that direction for about a quarter or half mile or so, but I couldn't see the fox, I couldn't hear it. Well, I couldn't find any tracks, but I did notice that there were about 15 mourning doves hanging around on the ground and in the trees. And if you know mourning doves, they are skittish birds. There is no way this fox could have gone this way without spooking them. So I did a complete 180 turn in the other direction, was like, I think that fox just tricked me. And then I was in the concentration zone. It's as E.O.Wilson described as the naturalist's trance, or the hunter's trance, where there's a calming effect on your body with a lower heart rate and lessened breathing and increased concentration. Or in his exact words, I was aware of the hard workings of the natural world beyond the periphery of ordinary attention. I waited and waited, and finally in the distance I saw something move just barely, so I worked my way closer to see the fox trotting in the exact opposite direction that I had last seen it bolt off. So its clever initial move that fooled me at first now had the fox sort of boxed in between the busy road and the edge of the woods. It was another intriguing couple of hours. I'd lose sight of the fox, then have to search for tracks or use the other animal's behavior as clues. Then I'd eventually find it. Then it would bolt. Overall, it was just the therapy session I needed. And hopefully this fox actually gained some wisdom and practice with its elusive tactics so that it may be better at evading potential predators or hunters in the future. And it's really hard to track a fox without dogs. I'll tell you what. If you have any cool fox stories or anecdotes, put them in the comments. I'd love to read them. I'm sure other viewers would too. Spread some knowledge. Be nature heroic. Subscribing's always free. Maybe I'll see you next week.